water the well table. The beginning had a slight sigh in the flower the picnic. In the mountain the smell is always dry when the rose chestnuts end up ripening under the soft sun of autumn. It was then that the caterpillar snake circled the turnstile, luring on its paw the medicine that had been prescribed to it by its psychiatrist. Since the beginning of the dawn of time, he recoils without worrying about the temperament of the languorous patient who spread out like the butter of the fruit tree. Third time for the reverence and the toes hardly turned then against the dandelions which floated so far on the leather post log which, perpendicular to the rotation of the sun, always ended by undertaking the competence of reverence. 83/4 It takes a minimum of sequential sentences to get the right number of automatic information available in the card reader to play. The figures were added sweet laughter and children martyred by the smoker salmon, which not far from there paddled again and again in the osmosis of modern and moderate times. It was this beautiful year of coordinated and cooperative birthday. The man in the white jacket polite and iron the linen already spread of patience of modern times. The humble smell of the ironing brush swelled the nostrils of the apotheosis of the dragon elephant, Tom, who has his way not warmly sniffing the trails beaten orders derived from the queen still sitting under the landing of the stairs. In order to contain the mud of the ocean in the harmful dramaturgy, the opponent always responds to the ladle of soup that turns by the call of the air to the square of the triangular roots. No one will be able to doubt the triple jump executed by the program tree in the circumflex accent, the one that defeats the weight of the bridge, and the low tides where the empty shells of the sandy snails come, sometimes, to show the diligence of the turn signals. That's why in this beautiful afternoon the count has already made its time and the hours always scroll in the manner of opponents, resistant, bureaucrats mourning, shoelaces that wrap around the phone calls incessant, countdown counting on the gaming table, Greek roulette without sauce or onion, nor salad, nor tomato, nor GH or tins. Tom mustard, Tom mustard, 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 Tom mustard, mustard. The snitch went to work when the puppy had lost its rhymes on the end of the road. The road was still virgin and yet the flashing was flashing. The daffodil made the praline, and the praline pretzel, again. The crockery glass of the pyramidal overhead projector. The conference room was closed, and the manure was put in an electric shock. The sun looked and the moon pouted, the sea made the sink and made it garbage all the time. Without this there was no doubt as to the veracity of the remarks retained in the impulse of refractory solidarity. No doubt as to the why, what, and how for the how. No doubt about the timing of Tom's angry esophagus. No doubt about the circumference of the reference before guiltum the multiple whole clock. All in all, it was still better to opt for a behavior going to graze the back of the grass grounds around the bowls of soup, and the soup with flying cut of the first number winning the delay in the race of countdowns. Breathing patience, golden clay, money in horrible punishment for the raccoons who tumbled at each turn pre-drunk the heavy weight of the reverenced indifference of the reverend ones. A pussy loses the hair so soft on the heat of the moist skin of the tent took the soft command shaded, thundering and brutal puddle of gasoline that ignited the face of the territory concerned at the behavior. Why not? For, how? It's already earthy, mineral, lucid and languid on the ground, still warm and humid, elucidating this time the mysterious mystery that, for fear of being accompanied home, companion in lucid tears embittered orange hammer under the blue April sky. On 19th, we learned that it was the brothel. Page numbered by the second digit after the decimal point. Seeking his way on the road cleared by the rumbling storm, and striking the earth with his horrible circumflex accent, there appeared around him the defeated book of delayed nursery rhymes, a burglary to the rules of the road, and a whirlwind of slugs. Uncircumcised. The accent was then placed in the wheelbarrow to be transported to the mountain. Lunch and dinner, breakfast and vomit, and enjoy the evening after midnight. So the spell had some sudden succubus in succeeded the legendary power of the water people. Behind the cellar, the dynamite, the great drawer was shut up. The tornado smirked and the cat gently put to the tree the marvelous secret that the order had allowed him to remove from his back pocket. The law began to brush, and teeth fell as the brush made the tooth a dancing tooth. You think and you get carried away, and you make the gift. You make the soup to shoot Larry go. You do the subcut in two-way dream awake, and it is me who must do the dishes in the mountain. As to eat the sunflower ricochet in the sink, it's me who reveals the landscape of the pasture. It's the milk that the cat drinks, the milk that the cat drinks that I give to the cat of the milk, because the milk of the garbage can of cats formerly abashed by the storm faded like the pencil of the melancholy drawing of the reverent time of the future to be built. Milk, milk pasture, skim and semi-skimmed milk, whole milk, salted butter, sweet butter and butter on mustard bread. Apple tartine, cherry apple, and it is written, space, point of suspensions, point of suspensions, point of suspensions. Tricycle and flat tire. The hunters saw Bambi's mother, who had no doubt how long it took to get the time to pronounce the referenced word of the dictionary out loud to fuck her mother's mother. Speech in Discord. The son of the funnel found Odin, and the crosswire cheese was no longer mixed with the swarm that revolted all around the country. Neither one nor two, nor seven story, and censored by the